Did it start recording? Okay. Friday after the test, you get it back, so we don't scare anybody. No, actually, no, we're gonna get it Monday then, because the test is Monday. So class, let's begin here. So this is the study guide I gave you guys via email yesterday. This is from 1.6 all the way through 1.10. Take the time to look at it. Take the time to go back and see the homework questions that actually have that same stuff on there, the instructions. So it says evaluate the function for the indicated values. I bet you there's a little homework section in 1.6 that has question, the instructions very similar to that. We good, Dylan?
For 1.7, the first thing you have listed there, I could not find an exact match to it. It was like 3 different sets of problems that were like paraphrasing it. I didn't know which one you were talking about.
Thank you. Yeah, that one I had to. So for 1.7, sketch each function the same coordinate axes. That one. That one's from my own brain. So I'm going to have maybe like Dylan, for that one, I'm going to give you maybe like x squared. Then I'm also going to give you x squared or x minus 3 squared plus 4. I want you to graph the parent function and then the transformed function.
So first you have to graph what you give us and then move it according to how you got it.
Yes, correcto. That okay? It was a generic one that I just wanted to. Okay, so that's the graphing piece. Then can you write the equations for the piece and give the characteristics? So one verbal, one graphical. All right. Any other questions on this one? Going once, going twice. And the honors, I'll have a more difficult inverse problem, difficult application problem. Remember, 1.10 is some application problems as well as those proportional problems. So I did want to ask you guys here, do you guys have any homework questions, anything covered so far? That's my first things first. If you have, I want either today or Friday to have that little sort of homework time. So, yep. Please do, because I figure if you guys have the question, I'm sure others in the class also have the same question as well. So let's do that first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and then as people are looking at their homework here, I want to jump to this one right here. I gave you guys the study guide yesterday. I didn't think it was fair to have the test right then and there. I will set up something for Friday.
Yay.
You're not
So-
on my team this time.
No. Wait, did we win? I thought we won. I feel like we won.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Again.
How did we win?
I wonder how.
All right, so review today. Then I'm going to give you something of a review on Friday as well for it. And then that's right, test and how about this? Previous test. Back. We good? And you guys talk to me. Do you guys even look at this?
No.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good question. What is that? I've never seen this algebra 2 calendar.
I've seen it once and I never
I've
looked at
seen
it
it in
again.
class. I didn't know if we could.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a thing you guys can look at here. So I can send you the link to it without help.
Yes, please.
Yeah, send the link to, and then go from there. But this is the way I keep track of where we're at in the class, and hopefully if you have a question like, hey, what are we doing? Okay. And then after that, we are going to set up for in the semester stuff. We'll see.
Whatever happened to the project thingy that you told us about forever and a half ago?
Yeah, we're going to discuss that afterwards. So we've got 2 things here that are happening. We have something called project or presentations. They're gonna happen afterwards. And then we also, yeah. I'm kind of thinking before the end of the semester, I'll fill this in pretty soon, probably after we finish this exam here. Okay, so I think we're good, yeah. So we're gonna go to here. Let's go with it. Any homework questions? Dylan?
This isn't really a homework question, but is the final gonna be cumulative or just based off of whatever we learn now?
It should be cumulative, yeah. So everything from start of the semester to where we're at right now. It'll be a good review of things here. Remember, do you guys remember what we've done in September?
I don't know
Oh,
what
September,
it was, but
like.
I remember it was a lot of review of algebra.
Oh, that's right. We did the appendix. Remember the appendix section, right? We did those. Yeah, I didn't like them either. They got too monotonous and boring. So, but I think it was helpful just to sort of review though, in that way. Okay, guys, real quick, any homework questions? Yes or no? Abe, did you have some or no? No, okay. How many are finished with their homework? How about this? You can say, Mr. Ng, I've finished at least 1.8 already. So I did 1.6, 1.7, 1.8 is all done. Cool, keep your hands up. 1.9 is all done. 1.10 is all done. Okay. Okay, so we're at 1.10. So bring your homework questions for 1.10 if you don't have any on Friday. We good? And since, what, Camille? I was thinking the same thought because I got something set up like this. Whoa, what the?
Right now.
Like, I guess right now? Yeah, I guess so. Look at that.
You tell me the partner.
So,
Isabella, you good at math? It depends.
Yes, I see it.
I mean, I'm normally on a team for Latin, so. Okay, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of working. I'm on your team. Yeah.
She goes to sleep early. She must be hiding something.
She probably like hides bodies in the middle.
okay, so I figure let's take the time to review the algebra concepts here. Categories, here they are. The categories are analyzing,
Analyzing functions, library functions, transformation of functions,
Not gonna lie.
combination of functions, composition of functions.
Oh,
Oh boy.
no, I'm Charlie's favorite.
Charlie, can you explain this?
so let's do this here.
At like 11 o'clock last night.
Okay.
I wanted to play baseball.
Should we, let's see, there's 8 people in the room. I think we should divide it up here. How about this, Isabel and Landon? So you guys are close by. We're good? I'm gonna go with Charlie and Dylan. And let's see, I can't put Abe and Camille together, right? So I gotta do, I have to do something different here. So Maddie and Camille, that okay? And then Abe and Annette, are we good there like that?
Hey, Maddie, we're gonna lose. Yeah, definitely.
But it's not so much as you guys are talking to each other, it's whoever can do it so that we can
This side of the
get
room.
it done.
So each
Okay.
one will be carried.
Next thing is, let's see, thank you for the lights.
I did not.
I did only do 1 through 100 through 300. We're good, so not the whole piece.
We
here.
have 500 questions.
Sorry, not gonna get
So
it.
we can just do 200, 300, and 400 instead of 100.
No, but if we
Nah,
take
'cause
all
it-
500 questions, there's no questions or answers to them, so we automatically get to 500 points. I'm just
Doesn't
saying.
work that way.
Just think of the
You know what?
300s as 500.
Shut up.
So analyzing functions is the first one, which technically is 1.6-ish. This is 1.7, 1.8, and this is 1.9 and another 1.9. So these two are from 1.9.
Just answer one every time.
Library functions.
You don't,
Let me
do you
check.
not know?
Analyzing functions.
Combination was
Oh,
1.8.
1.5. Okay, this is 1.5.
Oh, yeah, and combination of functions was 1.8.
You know what?
1.8. Okay, so I'm off by 1. But still stuff we covered. Okay.
1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9.
Maddie.
Okay, gotcha. So let's go with it. You guys ready? I'm gonna start out with the first one here, analyzing functions, number one. Now you have to raise your hand
7.
after you're done. And let's do minus points if you get it wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
You have to answer the form of a
Wait.
question.
It's minus 50 if you get it
And
wrong.
you have to answer in the form of a question.
And you have to answer in a form of a question, okay? So we're good. And Mark said, and?
You can kill me later, okay? Just not now. You know what? I'm just gonna say 7 for every answer.
Ooh,
So-
that's, Maddie, you're gonna be in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I've
Abe
already
first.
accepted that.
What is increasing?
What is increasing is true.
Oh, wait.
So- The y function,
Wait, why is it increasing? I actually missed that.
You
I
were
was-
gonna say that.
oh, hold on, sorry, no.
What?
There's a nuance to it.
It's.
So it's not quite right.
Oh, wait. I
Wait,
don't.
what?
Isabel?
does
I'm
not.
not raising my hand. I thought you said it
Okay.
was right.
I read-
Sorry, I was thinking, is increasing or decreasing? And you have to nuance the answer a
No,
little
no,
bit.
no, no. I
Because
rose
think
my
about the
hand
graph for
first.
x squared. Dylan?
That's not fair. I rose my hand first.
What is a parabola?
No,
What is decreasing?
no,
No, I already said what is increasing.
uh-huh.
You
And
just
think
have to
about,
answer in the form of a question.
yes, true.
What is an increasing function of that thingy?
Is it
Shucks,
just-
okay.
Is it increasing or decreasing? So I would just answer.
Both.
Sure. And I wrote it wrong, first of all. So here it is. We're gonna do it again. Start over. You guys ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, and I'm gonna change up the question. I'm gonna change this up into. There it is. That's better.
I can't.
I cannot see that.
X cubed
Oh,
I'm blind. Don't judge me.
y is equal to x cubed. There.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
7.
Isabel's raising her
X
hand.
cubed is the function.
Oh my god, I wanna go back to first grade math.
She's raising.
How did I
Isabel.
get here? Can we talk about that?
Okay. Sorry, Abe. Real quickly, let's talk about it. My mess up, my mistake. So y is equal to x squared. If we look at it, that's a parabola. Dylan, you are correct. That is a parabola. The answer is not 7.
Oh.
And it goes like this, right? And it stops here and it starts increasing, right? So it's not increasing all the time as opposed to x cubed. X cubed goes like this.
Are you bored?
And it goes like that, right? So therefore, x cubed would be increasing all the time. X squared, if we're going to leave x squared as a function, you're going to say it's increasing from 0 to positive infinity, but also decreasing from negative infinity to 0. We always talk about the x axis as the interval that it's doing that on. We're good? Sorry, my fault on that one here. No more mistakes. I got. We go there. 100 points for
Me. No.
Isabel landed here. So let's go back over here. You too. Go for it. You guys get to pick.
Oh.
Whatever you want.
Sorry, Abe. That was my fault though.
Analyzing functions for 200.
Da-da-da. Analyzing function for 200 and Mark said, and go.
Oh, it's a 56. Can I just guess one, Maddie?
Yes. Camille.
What is odd?
What is odd? Incorrect. All right. I think Dylan had it raised hand. Dylan.
What is unit?
Yay, all right. So
What did
Maddie
you
and
say?
Camille gets a negative 50.
You know, we're gonna get a lot of those, so you might as well just. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys can be playing for golf.
You know what?
X grade?
If I get one of these back, I'm gonna be very impressed with myself.
You'll be the only one.
All right, let's go with it. X squared, right? X squared goes like this. And we should have those inside our brain. Remember the library of functions graph? You should have them like X squared. You're like, "Boom, that's a parabola." What makes it an even function is this. Even function is the fact that if I have an x positive y value here,
That wasn't me, that was Charlie. What?
I will also have a negative x positive y value. So getting a negative on an x or a positive x does not change the value of the y. The y stays the same. Or we say this, even means if I were to fold this graph on top of the y-axis, the graph will fold right on top of itself. That's what an even function means. An odd function is x cubed. And in fact, yes, it is. It is that way because the way we say even and odd also corresponds to the exponent that's there. Odd function, there it is. Notice the x's and y's here. Positive x, positive y. Oh, positive x here. Would correspond to a negative x, negative. And now the negative is affecting the y value. Okay, we're good there. So that's one's even, one's odd. We also think about it in terms of exponents. Dylan, you guys had that one, right? Okay. All right. Since Dylan answered, Charlie has to pick the next category.
Yeah, Charlie.
Analyzing
Don't screw up.
functions for 300.
Ooh, okay.
Find the zero.
Find the zero of the function. What's the zero of the
I would
function?
like to say it's incorrect. There is no zero in the function.
Should I give him another minus 50? Dylan?
I'll have grading this round, so I'm sending it. What is 1.5?
What is 1.5? Correct. So the zero of the function just says this. When does this right here, what x value makes this 0? So zero function.
Are
And-
calculators allowed for this or not? Not for like this problem.
No. Huh. So in this case,
Cheating.
if we were to solve it here, we get 3 over 2 divided by 2, and we get ourselves a 1.5.
Yes.
Or 3/2 is fine, or 1 1/2. Any one of those answers would be just perfect. All right. Who answered that one?
I did.
I didn't put it down. You answered it incorrectly, yes. So it's going to take some more points off. No. Boom. Okay. Dylan answered. Charlie gets the next one. You guys are a good tag team over here.
Make an easy one.
Transformations of functions for 100.
Dun,
That's
dun,
not
dun,
really
dun.
hard.
Oh boy. Because describe the transformation.
Dylan.
What is 1 to the right and 4 upwards?
This is like really dark, right?
Okay.
Hey, you can see that or
Charlie,
no?
what have you done?
I'm on
I
their
think
team
answer
now.
to the right.
Dude, I'm setting
Oh.
himself up for success there.
This is a team.
Oh.
Hey, can you see that better? Because I can even hardly see that here. Okay, are we good there? Like that? These guys are on a roll here. So
We are.
I'm on their team now. I abandoned Maddie. Alright. Tell me you would not love to be abandoned by me. Yeah.
What is that question?
sure. So describe the transformation. What's happening to the parent function right away? You should see. Oh, hold on. The parent function should be x squared, right? Now the question is, what does that little -1 do, and what does the 4 do?
The 4 becomes a 4.
The 4 shifts it vertically, right? And the 1 shifts it horizontally. So you got one shift in the other. And Dylan said we're going to go 1 to the right. To the right, because it's a -1, it always goes the opposite of what the sign is saying. For the vertical one, this one always goes with the sign. So inside it goes against the sign. Outside the function goes with the sign. So this guy is going to go 1 to the right. Whoa. Yeah, 1 to the right. I should write right here. 1 right and 4 up. That's kind of what we're looking at. All right, Dylan and Charlie, the duo over here.
What? Yummy grapes.
Charlie, quick again.
Transformation of function for 300.
Oh, okay. Picking for the hard one here, okay.
Charlie, I thought we were friends.
Ready? Isabel ready? Catch up. Mark set.
I can't read like the last part of.
And a x-axis reflection.
Okay,
So x squared moved to the right 5 units. Up 6 units and X reflection, X-axis reflection. Whew.
Dylan, you're cheating. You're
Dylan, go ahead.
disqualified.
What is start parentheses negative x squared minus 5 and parentheses plus 6?
Say that again, say that again. What is what?
What is like start parentheses?
Oh, start parentheses, yeah, go ahead.
Open parentheses negative x squared minus 5 and parentheses plus 6.
Negative X squared minus 5. So you started the parenthesis, right? Negative X squared minus 5 squared, right? And then what?
Plus 6.
Plus 6, and that is incorrect. Minus 50, Isabel.
Open parentheses, negative x minus 5 and parentheses squared plus 6.
No, incorrect.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm sorry.
Abe?
Is it negative parentheses x minus 5 close parentheses squared plus 6?
Abe is correct.
Ah.
The negative,
No, I was
I
gonna
learned
guess.
off
Bring
your
the negative outside.
the negative has to be on the outside for the reflection, not on the inside.
Now I know.
Uh-huh.
Dang it.
And you guys were all of you guys were correct with the minus 5, right? If you go to the right, it's minus inside. It's positive on the outside, but yeah, that negative has to be on the outside of the parenthesis.
How mad why did you get
But if it's a reflection on the y-axis, then
Because
it's on the
I,
inside,
my
right?
guesses are always
Correct,
7.
yeah. Abe and Annette, 100 points. Hold on, I gotta go with Isabel and Landon minus 50. Is that right? Charlie Dylan minus 50.
This is the one term you didn't lose minus 50 on. You're welcome.
Yay.
The one turn again.
Okay. See, Abe answered. Annette, you get to pick.
You get minus 50 on all of them.
200 for transformation of function.
Okay. Da, 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 da.
Well, describe it. Well, there's a line.
We need to know the exact name for what's happening.
So I'm not telling you to describe the function itself, but I just describe the transformation. What is it? What's happening to this function? Abe?
What is moving 3 to the left with the thingy where it's like the greatest integer up to whatever
Ooh.
that's called.
Yeah, just stop there. What is moving 3 to the left,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Because you don't need to describe the function itself.
Because you should just add-
It's that little plus sign inside the function, whatever the function, doesn't matter. We've been doing x squared. This is the greatest integer function. You guys remember this one? It's the one that does like this. It's a closed dot and goes like this. It's called a step function.
Yeah.
That's what that guy is. That's
Okay, no,
the,
I do remember that one.
uh-huh.
Oh,
And
I
then so-
remember something. There we go.
So subtracting 3 would probably put it right over here, right? Then it goes like this. Something like that, right? It moved, it's a step function, but we're shifting a step function to the left, 3 units. Da-da-da. Abe and Annette group, another 100 here, okay. And Abe answered, Annette gets to pick a category.
Combination of functions, 200. No.
Okay, on the mark, set, and,
Hey, 200.
oh, for 200?
Yeah.
Annette, 200, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this is a toughie.
Yay.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Hey, it was Annette's choice, not mine.
Oh, boy, this is not good.
So f of x is 1 over x.
I give up.
G of x is 1 over x squared. And then I need you to find the ratio between the two.
It's a lot of fractions.
It's a lot of fractions.
No.
There's a give up here. There's a give up on 200
If we don't
here.
answer, we can't lose points.
It's true. It's okay. I hate fractions and fractions.
So you
Don't
know.
have-
Fractions and
I'm gonna mess
fractions
up, but I'll have
Go
confidence.
for it.
I don't have confidence in the damn math right.
What do you get?
You still gotta do this thing.
Yes, both of you answered, and you might lose double points.
We'll mess up
Okay.
the math.
Are we good? No answer. Okay, let's solve it together here. So,
Yeah, how did you do?
so I think you guys got to this part right here. I think everybody at least got to here. Is that right?
Yeah, that's where I stopped.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So the
Wow,
F,
this is what you got so far. I know, right?
let me write it just a little bit differently here. How about this? Let me go eraser. Let me erase this real quick. Let me give you the, so this becomes f of x on top, g of x on the bottom, which then becomes 1 over x, which is f function. That's the g function. And then we're going to change a division problem into a multiplication problem. Do you guys know how to do that?
Flip it, right?
Flip it, absolutely. So the top function stays exactly the same, 1 over x, multiplied by the flip or the reciprocal of the bottom function.
See, I know that.
X squared is on top. Now we have x squared on top over x. And what do we have here? Just x. Okay, the only little problem. The only problem, guys, is the fact that originally, what domain restriction do we have here? What can x not be or else it's gonna, yeah, it can't be a 0. So when we do the, one second, let me, there. When we do this process, we're gonna say that's the answer, and then we're gonna put a little comma saying that x cannot be equal to 0 because it was not originally being able to be 0 in the first
So we
place.
could have just answered
X was the answer. Okay,
Of course, X was the answer.
I feel like X is normally the answer a lot of the time. If you think about it.
or something with x inside. Guys, I messed up a little bit here. Hold on. So I've been giving people 100 points as opposed to actually knowing how much points is supposed to be given. So let's backtrack just a little bit here. How many?
Dylan and Charlie.
How many?
Dylan and Charlie. Dylan and Charlie.
Yes.
Dylan and Charlie. Dylan and Charlie. Abe and Annette. Abe and Annette.
Hey, we got
You
one.
got one. Wait. We got 100. And I think 100.
Yeah, Isabel,
Yeah.
you guys got it for 100, is that right?
Because
Any
the
other ones or
problem
no?
was written wrong.
We got one.
Charlie and Dylan, hold on real quickly here. So let me backtrack real quick here. So 100, how many, you guys got this one right?
Yes.
That's the one you guys got right. Whoa. Oh, that's right. It's my interesting phone that goes off at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's pretty interesting.
There, okay. Okay, we good there. 200,
What?
even and odd. Who got this one?
I tried.
200, okay. And then we had the roll, right?
I like rolls.
Then who got this one?
Dylan and Charlie.
Dylan and Charlie.
And Dylan and Charlie. Dylan
And then we went on to transformations, right? We did 200 first, is that right?
We got all three of
We
those.
did 100 first, and they got all three.
We got it 2. We did?
Describe the transformation of this and this.
I think I
Yeah,
got
Dylan, not
that.
you.
I got
Dylan
that.
did that one, but then Abe and Annette got the other two.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dylan and Charlie.
I don't know how
Me either.
And Abe, you got this one, right?
we don't take the point.
100, 300.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, Abe, that's when you start, yeah, that's when you got this one.
Oh, yeah.
And no one got this one. Okay,
Charlie, I can't handle anything.
okay, boom.
over us two.
Who was last in picking?
Me.
Abe and
No,
Maybe that, yeah. And that picked that.
Abe or Annette, pick the next one.
Don't pick
I
one.
got it. I look at balls again.
Yeah,
Just go for it.
don't pick one from 1.9, pick one from 1.7.
Or 1.6.
Oh, he did 1.7.
Library functions, 100.
100, da-da-da, library functions, any market set. Ready, go.
Evaluate. Who?
Oh, I think Dylan, half a second before Abe.
I saw Dylan first.
Go.
What is 2?
What is 2 is correct.
What is f of x equals to?
Oh, wait, negative.
What's 2? I'll have to take Dylan here.
I mean, 2 is correct.
2 is correct, yeah.
But
So the answer is 2. Remember, this is the greatest integer up to 2.1, right? That's including 2.1.
Yep.
So if you do a scale, that's the way I like to do it here. Scale, and 2.1 is right here. And then all the rest of them are underneath here. The biggest integer within 2.1 is 2, right? It's not 3. 3 is too high.
It's 7.
It is not 7.
It's only 7. Because
That's
technically,
one.
one time I got the answer right by guessing.
no, if you
7.
take a 2, you can like flip it around and it makes a 7. You don't believe me?
No, it does not do that because it has a thing on the bottom of it.
No. Like this. Oh, this marker just ain't it.
Uh-huh.
But this 7 is like a thing to make your ball run and
I said I'm 2, not 7.
Dude.
All right, I was going to prove a 7 is a 2. All right.
No. That only said an ugly two.
It's about-
All right.
I took the marker.
Charlie, back to you.
It's
Go.
about couch.
So Liberty, functions 200.
200. Okay, library functions 200 and market set and go.
Oh, golly, okay, wait.
Go Dylan.
What? Oh, wait. Wait.
Oh,
Dylan.
just like half a second before Landon. Dylan.
Oh, dang.
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah, you're.
Oh, what is -2?
What is -2 is correct, Landon. You're almost there. So
Yeah, Dylan.
let's go with it here. So we're trying to evaluate 5, right? So these are called your condition statements or domain conditions. If it was a -5, we would use the top function, right? It's because it is a
Positive 5, anything equal to or greater than 0, you use that.
So we're gonna use this as the function. 3 minus 5 becomes -2. All right, that's the $200 category. So
The one that I actually.
I'm
I
not
know.
crazy. I'm perfect.
Charlie and Dylan, 200 points on that one.
For the people who can actually do math fast enough.
Can we do like simple math?
You know,
Yeah, it's 2 plus 2.
you know, what we could do, like if someone answers it correctly, then they can answer the next question.
Yes.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Dylan, no answering the next question. Yeah, you gotta sit
Next
a,
round.
sit a round
Starting
out.
next
So Charlie, you can answer, but Dylan can't.
No,
Right, yeah.
that's not-
That's not fair.
The other person in the group, the other teammate can answer, but just that teammate can't answer.
You guys have done the same amount of homework. You should know it.
There's nothing wrong with it, but some people can do math faster than us.
That's true, that's true. So Charlie, pick the category. What do we got?
1.7 for 300.
There's no 1.7.
We already did 1.7.
I
I think you mean library.
Library functions? Library functions. Okay, library functions, and Dylan cannot answer.
Yay.
No.
Yay.
On your mark, it's set, and it's worth 300 points too. Isabel?
What is f of x equals 0?
Ooh, no.
Wait.
Isabel, I wish I could give it to you. I can't.
There you go.
Charlie?
What is, so what is 1?
What is 1? Incorrect. So hold on.
Oh,
So, yes, Landon?
what is -1?
No. So hold on.
I'm so confused.
So hold
The
on.
greatest integer function is the
Uh-huh.
to be
He's just
0.
not gonna let the answers.
I want to give it to Isabel, but I can't. She just said it incorrectly, some part incorrectly. Hold on. I gotta count points here. So Isabel, minus 50. Charlie, minus 50. Landon, minus 50.
No.
Anybody else? Camille?
What did
I think we're
Isabel
negative
say?
now.
I said F of X.
Minus 50.
She said FX.
No, wait, you just said 0. You didn't say F
We
of
had
X.
0,
I
negative
said, what
1.
is f of x equals 0?
How is it not 0?
Yeah, I don't think anyone understands that.
Okay, you guys ready?
It's probably like not X.
So what Isabel said was f of X equals 0, right?
Oh,
We're trying to find f of -1/2. So if you say f of x, what you wanted, you got to go back to the original function then. F of x just means whatever that is, it's going to be that inside
So
there.
we
So
have to
that's
say
x.
f of 1/2 equals
So
0.
f of 1/2 is equal
So
to.
how did you say 0
Oh.
was Okay, that's annoying.
Good talking
Yes.
about answer.
Sorry, I already gave the answer.
No.
So easily, yeah, if you said f of 1/2 equals 0, perfectly fine. Or if actually you just said,
you're
what is
back
0?
in the game.
That would have been fine. You're
I
good?
thought he was pulling tricks on sitting there.
So no points for that one. And no loss of, no, yeah, there was some loss of points.
What are you
Oh,
talking
yeah, there's a lot of
about?
So many.
We only have one, wait, I don't know what's left.
I think
Okay, we got, who's picking anyways?
I don't know,
Charlie's picking, right? Charlie's still picking?
how come Charlie can pick? Me and Maddie should be
Wait,
able to
since-
pick.
since no one got that correct,
Right,
Dylan
you know?
knows.
You know what, Maddie and I haven't picked a single question, I think we deserve. I think that's because you
Goes back to the previous people that got it here. So hold on, my question is this, because no one got it right. Is Dylan still allowed to answer the
No.
next
No,
question?
Dylan's still out. Dylan's still out.
He is.
Because we haven't got a correct answer yet, Dylan still can't say it.
Come on.
You got it 5 in a row, okay?
It's not my fault you guys got it wrong.
Yes, it is.
So Charlie, you get to pick go.
Combination of 100.
Okay, combination of functions for 100. You guys ready?
Oh, boy.
Mark it set. And it's not 7.
Hey, that
Right,
actually
so-
is low.
Okay, and go. Combination of functions.
What
Come
is
here.
X?
No. Minus 50.
Wait, is that F?
Keel, you can't answer again.
Why?
Just one wrong answer per turn.
Okay.
Whoa.
Isabel.
Tell me.
What the heck is this?
What is
I'm not-
negative 5x minus 1?
Yes, negative 5x minus 1.
What's all this?
I have no idea what that was.
Okay, do you guys,
I
Oh,
didn't even try to add with anything else because I was like, okay.
Yeah.
My teammate.
Charlie just sucks. He's not even guessing, at least I'm guessing.
so let's talk about this here.
Yes.
So given f of x and g of x, so we're gonna find f plus g of x. So this guy is just talking about the variable, right? You're saying you want the generic function. If I said what's f plus g of 2, that means I want to stick in a 2 in there. We good? So this one, technically it says this. I want to add the f of x function with the g of x function. That's what I want. And the f of x function is 2x plus 3. Negative 7x minus 4. And those two functions, we just do it just like terms. So 2x minus 7x makes negative 5x.
Oh no, Dylan can answer now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Negative 5x minus
Wait,
1.
but now you still go not answer?
No, she got it wrong on the previous one, so,
Wait,
I got this one right, so I can answer the next one.
right, yeah, and this next
And
one.
Dylan's still benched too? I don't know.
No, it's not
No.
next anymore. It's not
He's
good.
not benched.
Wait, that means I get to pick that.
Landon gets to pick,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
Dylan, if you were on the field,
Don't
you
screw this up, Landon.
Yeah.
The
No,
trick of the trade, ready?
Thought
Since
you
she's
just
benched,
stand there.
what you want to do is you want to grab a
Ew.
lower end one,
Thank
right?
you.
So-
Composition of functions for 100.
There you go. And then when you're ready, you pick the highest one.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
I can't do the highest.
Let the smart one get in.
This is 1.9. That's
Smarter
the
than me.
composition of functions. Remember, what's composition? It has that little dot, right, with the hollow dot, right, not a multiplication dot. And it means that, just to give Camille scary thoughts here, it's the nesting dolls, right? It's the one function inside the other function. right?
Except I can't answer, so I would do it again.
Wait,
Ah.
did we
It's
never do
okay,
the
because I can't do it
300?
either. so
We never did
I
300,
get
that's still
points.
open. Landon picked 100, so we're gonna
Yep,
do that one.
100.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Camille,
What is X?
no.
Exactly what?
Dylan,
What is X squared equal to 1?
Those aren't words.
Incorrect.
This is not.
Sorry, Dylan, say it again.
What is x squared plus
I'm not gonna
one?
risk
X squared plus 1, that is correct. So it's first of
I
all,
was so close.
this is going to be f composed with g of x, and we have
Yeah,
f
now you can answer, man.
composed
Now
with g.
Dylan can't answer.
No,
Strategy. Dylan's best.
Yes.
Strategy. He's best off of 100.
So real quick here,
Hey, you better start.
Yes.
real quick here. Landon, what does the f of, guys, real quick here, what does the f of x function do? Landon, what does the f of x function do? What does it do?
I'm trying to think of a way to word this.
It takes a number and
Where is it?
adds one, right? That's the f of x function,
Yeah.
right? The function is that it adds one. What does the g of x function do?
Where is it?
It squares it, right? So you say, okay, the g of x function is going to be stuck inside the f of x, right? So we have the squaring part taken care of. And then we're gonna stuff that into the f function, which just adds one. So we have ourselves x squared plus.
So F composed with G,
Like your fingers.
G goes into F. G composed with F is F in G.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems backwards.
I didn't understand a word you just said.
Yeah,
with that
so
wording,
with the
but
first function that you talked
I'll
about,
assume you're right.
guys, real quick, your first thing you talk about is the outside function. And as you go further into the right, it becomes most, inmost, right, inmost function, right? So outside function is in front, the inside function is on the inside. Hold on, did I get points yet? Dylan, you got that one, right? You got the 100. Charlie gets the big, Dylan is benched.
Charlie, don't
Yeah,
screw up.
combination of
Strategy.
200. You guys ready?
Okay, cool. I can do this. Maybe.
Okay, real quick here, I gotta preface this.
Is Dylan allowed to write the answer?
Go to
and
200.
Charlie?
No.
He is.
200.
He is.
He is.
The 200.
Is he allowed to write the answer and give it to me?
I no. Well, if he wants to. I think he wants to.
He's not going to.
Okay, guys, ready?
Oh.
Ooh, wow. He just became an entrepreneur really quick. Okay, guys, ready? This one you have to answer in lowest terms or more simplified terms. You good?
I got
Okay,
this.
so you just can't put one function inside the other and say, I'm done.
I'm
It has
done.
to be a
Alright,
simplified
I'll
form.
answer this.
Okay, ready? A marks and oh wow, it's the other way. Camille.
What is -1?
Oh no. Abe?
What is x plus 1 squared? Do I need to simplify that?
Yes,
What is x squared plus 2x plus 1?
Yes, Abe is
Dylan,
correct.
you're not fast enough.
Wow.
200.
I have to write it in order to
So-
read.
Yeah, see, look, I'm so much faster than all of you guys.
Just beat it into his brain.
The way it works out is
Oh,
now
no.
the f function is inside the g function. And
And
Abe did this in his head. That's so awesome.
Now you're fast.
And we only have 300 left. This is
So-
gonna be interesting.
X plus
I
1 is
got
inside the
this. This will
You
be, no,
got this.
I don't, I got this.
you got this because
I
I
got
don't.
this.
No, I do not.
If I get these next 2 questions, then I think we're at 0.
G. Okay,
This is the
I
one.
don't think
Abe
that's-
gave you
Got this.
points already. Annette, next one, and Abe is benched. Ooh, 300 or 300?
Nah, see, that's okay. Nah, I don't have to worry.
Okay. My hands
Get
are
the
ready
pen.
ready to go up. Wait, pick
So
up
combination of functions or composition of functions? Which one would you like?
I'll just do it. I'll just do what Dylan's doing.
Composition?
Yeah.
This one, okay.
You
You got
suck
this.
at ripping paper
No.
out.
Okay, mark it, set, and
You're
go.
welcome.
That's so annoying.
Oh,
Oh, it's f of g of 4. So actually, you just need a 4 inside there. So it's not x. You don't want the generic function.
Of
You
4, now you know what you're doing?
No, it's of 4. There's means 4 is already plugged in to the function. Go ahead. What is 8? Is correct.
What?
Yo.
Just one, right?
All right. So what does this mean? Let's go for it here. So this is
I
f
messed that.
of g of 4.
Okay, I need to see how this works.
Okay, so instead of x being there, right, it's not the whole function inside the whole function, right? It's actually the value of g of 4. So if you go here, plug a 4 into here, 5 minus 4 is a 1, is that right? So that means this becomes f of 1.
Except I can give Landon.
Oh, and then it's 3 times 1 plus
3
4.
times
Okay,
1
give me
plus.
paper
You're
out.
gonna give Landon the answer.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yes,
Yes.
Isabel Landon, 300 points. Okay.
As soon as you hand it to me,
And last
as soon as
one,
you
last
show
one
me
that we
an
gotta
answer.
combine points together. Hold on, before we do the last one here. Let's do point totals. 1,
Yeah,
2,
how much do we even have?
So Landon and Isabel, 500 minus 150.
Oh. So 350.
350 points for
Hey,
that
you
group.
got worse.
It could be worse.
Okay.
Notice that until just now we had-
Charlie
we
and-
had-
That's what I would love to do.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1,000 minus 100. So Dylan and Charlie, 900 points.
Oh.
Camille and Maddie, 200 points to the negative.
I thought
I
it
bet
would
it'd
be
be a
more.
lot worse.
And Annette and Abe, it's 5 plus 2 more, 700 points. So actually, if you win this, you win.
How are we gonna beat Dylan? All right, I have to actually try now, I need to beat Dylan.
So last point, here it is.
I
Da-da-da.
don't care, this ain't gonna
Combination
go.
of functions.
Dylan can answer.
Oh, wait, Dylan can answer?
Yes.
You can write it and tell Annette.
No, I didn't do the last one.
I am benched.
Oh, you're benched. Okay, got it. Okay, Mark.
I need
When
to-
you're set,
But I
go.
can answer.
Just do it. Do it. Why don't you do it?
Camille.
What is negative 12?
Wait.
Negative
Mario was
250
up
for the
first,
fight.
no. Dylan,
Abe?
what is 5?
I don't know.
Wait,
Oh, never mind.
sorry. Dylan, 12 plus.
Landon.
What is 3?
That- Quick on the draw. Good job, Landon. I gave the answer.
I know, we just like.
So this is addition of functions, right? Hold on, let me check.
Oh.
Let's go.
Not composition, addition, right? So this is f of 2 plus g of 2, right? It's a plus sign. So as you plug in 2 into here, that makes what? 2 squared is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. Plus, as you plug in a 2 into here, that makes negative 2, and you get an answer of 3.
Let's go. We got it right.
Okay.
Daddy and I won, fair and square.
So wait, we ended off on 650.
You know? Shut up.
Thank you.
All right, you got it. See you guys later.
That's good. Yeah.
No, Maddie and I, no, it's not gonna be.
Wait, and then 8 answered, which means he went down